Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're doing stuff with Christmas. This kind of Christmas thing requires some planning. We're gonna build the driftwood Christmas tree. Except we're gonna build it in reverse because I built this before I started the channel. And as my family's preparing to move and we're getting rid of stuff, I gotta take down the driftwood Christmas tree. So I'm gonna show you how I put it together. All you need to build the driftwood Christmas tree is a drill, maybe a saw, maybe, and a tape measure. But first, you gotta go get your driftwood. Now you can get driftwood a wide variety of different places. Big lakes, rivers, beaches. I mean, driftwood, you know where to find it, right? I got all mine just down the street at a beach called Kalia. Tons of driftwood there because there's a river that dumps out right at the beach, and so there's always a huge collection of driftwood there. And this whole concept can be used a variety of different ways. It doesn't have to specifically be driftwood. So if you're careful, you don't need a saw. We didn't need a saw for this because when we were picking through the driftwood, we were picking them based on size naturally that were already broken. Now, where the drill comes in is the halfway point of each of your sticks, each of your tiers. You're going to want to measure it and put the hole at approximately the middle. Now I forgot to mention, along with the drill, I take it for granted sometimes, but I do have to point this out. You want to make sure you have a pack of these drill bits to drill holes. I use the largest one in my pack, the 3/8, because we can find the stand in 3/8 size, and there's a lot of different kinds. This is just the one we put together this time. We'll probably do it a little different the next time, but it still worked. Measure each stick, drill a hole approximately in the middle. Again, 3/8, because that stand that we have is a metal rod and it is 3/8, same size. So it's a little tight, but it still goes on. I have to remember to save these. My wife said she wanted the top 24 inches, that top section, so that when we move, we can keep this tree as an end table Christmas tree where we're going on our next adventures. So the stand for this driftwood Christmas tree. I used a piece of ironwood as a stand to hold it down. Unfortunately, ironwood is so hard, I burnt out my first drill. I had to get a new one to finish the hole. To sink the rod into. So I drilled a 3/8 hole all the way through the ironwood. There it is popping out right there. You see this little piece? Because this piece of wood wasn't perfectly flat, so I had to shim it. It's kind of ugly, it's not my best work, but it did keep it standing. So the thing you want to remember about the base for your tree is, depending on how tall it is, like we went with the 6-footer, you want something heavy enough that's going to hold it down and stable. And there's a ton of different ways you can do that. But you can do a cross pattern of boards, you know, whatever your imagination, whatever you can think of, do it. Just make sure that the base is stable. That's important. So there you have the base for your driftwood Christmas tree. And once you've measured the halfway point and put them all on, they just slide right on, and you do them all the way down in the order from longest to shortest. The nice thing about this style tree though is it doesn't have to sit flat like this. You can make it 3D. You can position these branches however you want, and so it can look pretty cool, or you can just lean it up against the wall flat. It's really up to you. Personally, I thought it looked kind of like Bones, the way we had it with blue lights on it. But I like that because the idea of a bone Christmas tree was kind of cool to me. See you next time.